Hey guys! In this video, we're going to discuss content generation, where to generate unique content, and how to generate unique content. So, ways that we are able to do this. One is that we can leverage competitor websites that rank. Two is that we can spin content to make it unique from competitor websites that we find or from gathering a bunch of different content and putting it together. We can use a writing service and we can write our own content if you've got the time and ability. So you can hear a lot of people talk about content is king. Content is king. I don't believe that. Content to me is queen. The promotion of that content is king. And if you're not promoting it, what kind of king has no one ever heard about? So promotion of content is king. Now you use content for a lot of different things. Your web pages, blog posts, social posts, infographics, guest posts, plus a number of other areas. Remember though that in this video we're going to discuss how to get that content. We're not going to talk about how to completely optimize that content for each one of those, but I'm going to run you through a couple of different ways that I get it. And the tools that we use for content is Spin Rewriter, Copyscape, SEO Quake, iWriter, BuzzSumo, and Google Search. And before we jump into it, SIA confirmed that there needs to be at least 50-50 ratio to be determined unique, right? That makes it a lot easier. So it's not 80-20, 90-10. It's about a 50-50. If we can do better than 50, maybe we got 60-40. That's a little bit more unique and I feel more comfortable, but their tests have shown 50-50. Also, this is good for a lot of us. SIA confirmed that grammar does not affect rankings, meaning you can be not the perfect English major and still impact on search rankings because you're not the best speller. But I like to use Grammarly. It's a good tool when you're looking for writing and checking your grammar. So now let's jump into a couple different examples for how to get unique content. First place we start, I like to, is with competitors. So I'll go to a competitor site. Let's look for, let's go into a harder target market. Let's look at orthodontist, Los Angeles, and see what comes up first in the organic area. So BWOM, orthodontist. Let's check out BWOM. Let's see what they got on their page. Welcome to BWOM. Gonna take a look a little bit just to get an idea of what they're doing. So just at a quick look, looks like they're doing a couple things right. And I'm gonna take their copy because they're coming and ranking for a hard search phrase. So I'm gonna grab this. Welcome to BWOM. I drop it here. Let me do it. Orthodontist and braces. So what we would do is that we're targeting West Hills. So if we with dental braces by Chomp Orthodontic. So we want to make sure that this isn't completely copied, right? So just giving you an idea, 60 continuous. All right, so this would be the area that we just changed. You know, Chomp Orthodontics in West Hills is an industry leading orthodontist firm office. Orthodontist office that helps patients obtain straight teeth through braces, retainers, and more. All right, I just broke it up. We're experienced with providing dental braces, invisible. We are experienced orthodontists providing dental braces and invisible aligners Designed to give you straight teeth and the perfect smile. I like that better. Orthodontist office, so we'll just kill this. You're watching me do this live, so you get an idea that it's not as easy when you see the finished product. We are experienced orthodontists providing the best, break it up, look, the best in dentistry, including braces and invisible aligners designed to help give you straight teeth and your perfect smile. All right. Featuring Balm orthodontic aligners. This isn't relevant to us. So that's one area that we've rewritten. Let's go get some more content. All right, so let's take a look. They got services, orthodontic aligners, clear braces, metal braces. Let's go after, let's see who else is ranking. Let's see what else, because we could take a combination of sites. Balm, Arrow. There we go. A lot of good stuff here. Now, what I'm going to do with this section is I'm actually going to spin it. So I'm going to highlight this. I like this. Schedule a free orthodontic consultation with, if there was a doctor, I'd put the name, Chomp Ortho. Find out how orthodontics can change your life and give you the smile of your dreams. Make free jump out. Alright, so we like that section. Now what we're going to do is we're going to spin the rest. So we're going to go to Spin Rewriter. I really like this tool. And then we're going to rewrite this content. So first we're going to paste it in. Start the rewrite process. It looks for synonyms relative to what's within. All right. Then we're going to go to this second step. Let's change the settings. So synonyms that Spin believes are correct. Recommend medium readability. And go into the rewrite process. Now what it's showing us is all the different ways that it found synonyms for words within our content. And now I'm going to have it go to the final step. There we go. All right. Generate our unique version, synonyms and no original words whenever possible. Wrote paragraphs. Nope, want to keep my paragraphs the same. Just generate our unique version. And there we go. So now, let's bring up our doc. All right. Drop it in. So we need to get rid of Dr. Alpan. All right, so Dr. Alpan, change with Chomp Orthodontics. Replace all. Place 4. Make sure, I did something wrong. Approved. There we go. Replace all. There's the 4 replacements. All right. Then what you're going to do is you want to make sure to do a little bit of proofreading depending on where you're going to put this. If you're putting it on a I really don't like these types of thanks for visiting website things. They don't provide any value. Our goal is to make sure whatever they read provides some form of value. Thank you for visiting our website. It's just wasted text. Now we're going to go through. Get it set up. Change totally to completely. Just making some tweaks. Chomp. Okay, so now let's take this and we're going to run it, see how unique it is. So let's open our site. I'm going to show you a way to do that. We're going to go into Chomp. So we could put it, if we wanted, we could put it at the bottom of the page. Ideally, remember, we want on these, but I'm going to show you how to optimize this later. So I'm just going to do this as a quick blog post. So that way you can get the idea of how to use Copyscape and identify if your content is unique or not. So all posts, add new posts. Let's say welcome to Chomp Orthodontics. Just plain text. I'm not worried about optimizing it. We just want to make sure that it's unique, because depending on the situation, we'll use different optimization techniques. So here's our blog post. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to Copyscape. I'm going to drop it into Copyscape. So I'd say we're good, because of all that content, this is what came back. Your experience, so dental braces. So I would just update the sentence. Field of orthodontics. We are experienced. So let's find it. We are, so right here. Change this to our experienced orthodontists aim to provide the best in dentistry, including for our patients, including braces and invisible aligners. Visible aligners designed, change design, aimed to help give you perfectly straight teeth and smile. So let's update. Now let's run Copyscape again. Once it's done. All right. It's running. There you go. We just got content by easily doing a couple of steps. It didn't take that long, and now we've got, let's see how many words we've got. We've got look at that, got 547 words. Halfway to what we want on a page to rank it, but you guys get the idea. So let's take a look at some other ideas and ways to get content. iWriter, that's one way. This is a site that you pay for writers to create content based on how you structure. So if we were to go to order content, let me load from a template so you can see. All right, so you got your title, article, health and fitness. Now they just updated their UI. word count, so we could change this, right? So if we wanted, 2,000, $14, that's the writer level. So if we go up to elite, $40, right? So just depends on what you want, how much you're willing to pay. Project description, what you're looking to have them do. I make sure that they write professionally. I like them to use the readability index, which now the reason I like this is because it gives me what the reading level is, and even though it's not a ranking factor, which SIA has proven, I'm looking at how can I best engage someone on the site. And it's a D rating, so depending on what you want to use the content for, you got to make sure. But the goal is that when a potential customer hits our site, it's got to be something that they can easily read and digest, because we want it to be a good experience. Even though it's proven by SIA that it doesn't impact ranking factor, I could speak to that when you look at RankBrain, if RankBrain is measuring that this is something that would impact that, right? Because if they come here and they see this and they don't want to read it, they don't understand it, and they bounce, that's not ideal. If they come here and they like the content, they engage with it, they then share it to get us some of those positive social signals, or it gets them to convert, that's where we win. Having junky content doesn't get that when we're on our money sites. Now let's take another look. We're going to check out BuzzSumo. This is a cool little tip. So say that you wanted to write some content for around the perfect smile. This gives us an idea of posts that we can essentially just recreate, but better, right? So if I were to take this, let me find one. Simone Biles. Why she wasn't a perfect smile. Veneers. It's a video. Smile from a stranger. Bullied bucktooth kid. Smile. Let's just see what this is. So this would be an example that if I wanted to cover this, I would take this content, I'd write it, I'd make it better through using a number of the different ways that we just went through. So that's essentially how you use BuzzSumo. Do a search, find the content that has the most shares. People like it. That's kind of what that social proof is. Then you just write that content, make it better, and then try and overtake them. So the last piece of it is that you can write your own. If you're good at writing, then go ahead. Also, you got to make sure that you're taking into account your time, which is one of the big things. So it's easier for us and more cost effective for us to outsource writing than doing it ourselves, but there's always going to be some of that oversight. So hopefully this helped, but that's how we generate content. And in a future video, we're going to go over how to optimize the content base for a page, a blog post, or whatever it may be. So looking forward to seeing you in the next video.